morning, gang. The weekend is on us again, and it's been off to a great start. Last night I hit the Africa Festival at Fed Square at Melbourne CBD. That was pretty awesome. Here's a bit of a look at what was going on there last night. African barbecue, let's get it. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Ooh, that was spicy, very good stuff. Right, let's keep moving, we'll go see if we can find a beer. How good? Yeah! What a great time. Anyway, this morning, I'm down here in a place called Batesford, and I'm about to hit up the lower reaches of the Moorabool River to see if we can't catch an eel this morning. Let's get out there. And we're off, here we go. The sun's starting to come up really quick. Now, we're gonna cross this median strip here. Can't see anything, it's still pretty dark. But the other side of the bridge is over there. I'm parked there. Let's move. Now, we make our way down here. It's kind of like a plain down here. The grass is really high. I normally fish out that spot out there, but the grass is really high, so I'm gonna make my way to the tree line, and then I'll come back across that way to where I'm gonna stop. Dang, it's still quite dark. There's a beautiful little spot down here. I've got the chair set up. We've got a bit of a log jam over there, so we'll get a line in that log jam, and then we'll get another line here just at the headwaters of this pool. Anyway, no more talking, let's get the rods in. Let's go. Righto gang, the rods are in. Now I've got this first rod here, just off the bank there, and I've got this rod here, just by that headwater. I'm gonna turn this light off. Now, I can't see a thing. So once it starts lighting up, I can see what I'm doing. I'll pull these rods back in, I'll recast them into a better spot. But for now, we're gonna kick back. Now I'm prepared this morning. So if I get an eel, I'm able to get the eel, unhook them back into the water as quick as possible with these pointies. For now, let's sit back and wait. Here we go, this one just took a hit. Here we go, wait for it. Something's playing with it. Something small maybe. Let's let it go for a little bit. That definitely looks eely. Something playing with it, definitely. But something was playing with that. But I've missed the hookup. We're back in, same spot. We're just about a metre off the bank here. So we'll get that back in. Still nothing on this rod, but it's looking promising this morning. Must have been something small playing with that then. We've got movement in the water up there. Anyway, kick back. We'll keep waiting. It's a platypus. Look at that. There's a platypus right there. There's a platypus. He's right near that bait too. Hopefully he doesn't go for that. Let's keep this camera rolling. We'll see if we can get some better footage of him. He'll just pop up anywhere. There he is in the grass. You can see the bubbles coming up. There he is. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look how close. That's the closest I've ever been to a platypus in the wild. Look at that. He's gone. Oh, yes! What a shot. You can see the bubbles, so you can actually track him. There we go, there's the bubbles. There's the bubbles. He'll come up in a second. There he is. There he is. Scratching his head. Oh, that is so cool. He's again by the log. He's going under the log. That is unbelievable. That's the closest I've seen a platypus before. That was excellent. He's gone now. So I don't think I'm going to hang around here for much longer. I think the platypus scare the fish away. I'm not too sure. I can't guarantee that, but it just feels that way sometimes, that when there's a platypus around, you're not catching anything. But anyway, I could be wrong, no idea. A platypus has come through here. We'll stick around for a little bit longer, and then we're going to move off to another spot. Okay, these 2 rods, I'm going to bring them in and cast them out in different spots so I can see what I'm doing now. So this one here, I'm going to send right down there somewhere. And this one here, we'll put it over by that fallen down tree over there. Oh, it is freezing cold this morning. We've got a banger day in Melbourne today. We've got about 35 degrees at some point today. That is going to be hot. It's freezing down here this morning. I don't know how cold it is, but it's freezing. I'm going to give these rods another 10 minutes, and then we're going to head off to the next spot. Righto, gang. That's about as much time as I'm going to spend down here. We're going to get these rods in. We'll go and have a look around Batesford. Let's go. Right, let's have a quick look around. So you got the roadway just up there. Now there's a bridge over here. Let's get a quick look at this bridge. There's a great little spot under here. We've got the old bridge still here. And here's the new bridge. And you can access the waterway down here as well. Let's have a quick look. Plenty of access down through there. Water's quite still. Something just moved over there. Something in the water there. Now I've caught plenty down here in the past under this bridge. I've caught plenty of carp just in this spot down here. But I don't have the resources and so on to deal with carp today. So there you go, there's plenty of carp down here under the bridge. I've also caught carp at the other side where I was this morning, but not often, more so under the bridge here. But anyway, I'm not dealing with carp today, so I'm staying away from where the carp are. Let's keep moving. The sun is coming up. We've just gone sunrise, about 10-15 minutes past sunrise. Oh, grass is pretty long. Woohoo! Here we go. Civilization. We're back. Everything's on board. Let's have a quick look around Batesford. There's a pub here. Road, some houses. And just up the roadway up there, you've got a service station, you've got fuel there, you've also got fried foods and stuff like that for breakfast and lunch. It opens late and closes early, but there's a server up there that's got some good stuff at it. All right, let's keep moving. And we're off to the next spot. Let's go. Just get a load of this new spot I found here on the Moorabool River near Bannockburn. This is sensational. Now, I've only got about half an hour down this spot before I've got to head off. This will be the end of the fishing window this morning, so we'll kick back here for a little bit and see how we go. But the morning is not over. I've got a ton of stuff to get done today. I'm going to film most of it. Then we're going to head out north from here towards Melton, and we've got some yabbing to try for the afternoon. But for now, let's get these rods in and see what happens. Righto, gang, both rods are in. This rod here is just out in the middle there. We've got the other rod there just leaning on that log there. And that's just out in the waterway there. It does not get more peaceful than this. There is not a sound around apart from the birds. No cars. There's no people. It's complete silence. We still haven't caught anything yet. And by the look of things, the eels still aren't back. So I've got about half an hour here, and then we're heading off. I'm going to kick back and enjoy the last little bit of this window in this peace and quiet. We'll be back soon. Have a listen to this bird. There's another platypus through there. See the bubbles? We'll give him a bit of time, he'll come up. Now gang, I have not had a single touch on this rod since I got here this morning. All that rod over there sitting in the tree, that is just about going to do it out here for this morning. But before we start packing up, let's just take one more look at this beautiful spot. That water is like a mirror. It's crystal clear. Falling down trees, you've got birds chirping in the trees. Unbelievable. All right, so we'll get these rods in a second, and that'll just about do the fishing window this morning. But that's not the end of the day. Stick around, there's plenty more coming up. Next up, we've got the metal recycler. That's my last run to the metal recycler. Then we're going to go head north, and we're going to go do some yabbing for the rest of the day. Let's go. So, oh no, Malibu. All this steel, or the last bit of this steel, that's going to go today. But first, this has got an oil leak. We need to get it up on the ramps and have a look at it and see what's going on. Let's go. All right, I reckon it's leaking up there. It's at the front of the sump, just before the harmonic balance.
Yeah.
It looks like the oil's coming from up there. But it could also be coming from everywhere, from this gasket.
Yeah.
But it's definitely coming from the front.
So we've never touched that sump gasket.
No, I haven't touched it. It's the original sump gasket.
Well, I mean, the car's done what, nearly 400,000?
430. Malibu! Malibu!
You just called her back in.
Hello!
What's she going to do now?
She's just licking.
Keep coming
Malibu, stop licking!
No, I'm not.
Righto, that's it. Steel's loaded. Sump's been sorted out. Couple of the bolts are a bit loose. I've tightened them right up, and we'll see what happens over the next coming weeks as to how that seal goes. But anyway, let's keep moving. Righto, gang, we're just doing a quick stop off here. This is Batesford, the Batesford Roadhouse. So where I was fishing this morning was down that way, about a minute drive down to the Moorabool River. This is the Roadhouse before you get into Batesford, and this is where you can get like fried food from, and coffee and fuel and lunch and breakfast. Anyway, let's get in there and see if we can go get some dim sims or something. Dim sims, chicken wings and a Coke. Right, let's get to the metal recycler. We're here to unload. Cool. And there it is, gang. That is the end of the spaceship. Off it goes. Let's go. It is the end of an era. I've got to go through my old props and a few other bits and pieces. There's a lot more stuff to get rid of. But that's it for that for now. We're going to head into Melton because there's some yabby dams I want to try out. So let's head on out to Melton. And we're off to Melton. Let's go. Righto, gang. We're here in Melton. We're at a place called McPherson's Park, I believe it's called. There's a footy ground and a few other bits and pieces. I think there's a pigeon club or something around here somewhere, probably over there. But over here, there's a water supply. And I've been given the download that there's yabbies out here. So I'm going to take my rods and my nets and we're going to go find out if there's anything in there. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go, we're off. Now it's smack bang right in the middle of the day. It's 30 degrees, so I'm going to go find some shade out here. We've got some grass here. Just want to watch out for snakes. I've got my snake gaiters on. Keep an eye out for snakes. But let's head on down to the water's edge here and have a look and see what we're dealing with. Down here, have a look at this. This looks like a road runoff kind of dam. There's quite a lot of water in here and there's 3 of these. So it looks quite polluted. But let's just get them in anyway and we'll just see if there's anything in here. So the nets are in. I've got one out there, you can probably see it if I zoom in on it. Half sunk. And I've got another one just out there somewhere. And that's it. So we're going to kick back here, read some more of this, and let's see if there's any yabbies in here. It looks very yabby-y. Now, gang, would it be bold of me to assume that there's redfin in here? Because I've seen some stuff happening on the surface of this water that looks like there's redfin swimming around. Now, I'm going to get my rods. I've got my rods here. I'm going to put a couple of worms on. I'm going to flick it out here. Now, this is a very, very polluted waterway. This waterway, I don't know anything about it. So I don't know if it's safe, and we're gonna work with it not being safe. But we are gonna see if there's anything in here. I'm gonna get the rods baited up, and let's get them in and see what happens. And the rods are in. Stand by, let's see what happens. Righto, gang, I think that'll just about do it out at this spot. I've been sitting here for about an hour or so. It's starting to get really hot out here. It's right in the middle of the day. Gonna go get some lunch. But for now, we're gonna pull these rods in. We'll go get these bait traps, and we'll see if there's anything in them. And then we're going to do a bit of investigation on the way back to Melbourne. There's a couple of spots I want to stop at on the way. But anyway, here's a spot here. Nothing in here so far, but we will give it another go at some point. Righto, let's get the gear and move. Right, it looks like that oil leak's been sorted out too. There's a couple of little drips there. So it's a lot better than it was before. The problem is with that the sump gasket, I actually can't get the sump off. We don't get the motor out to get the sump off. We could drop it down a bit and slide a new gasket in that way. But I won't be able to clean the old gasket off. I just think it's all too low. So it's a lot better. Let's see what happens next. Now that was that dam down there. Apparently there's one over there as well. There's another one over there. Let's go have a look at that one before we leave. All right, so that's the dam I was just in. There's a nice little spot over here. It probably would have been better sitting over here. That's the dam I was just in. And there's another one out there. Let's have a quick look at it. Here's the other dam. Yeah, okay, all right. Heaps of dams here. There's another dam down there further. There's heaps of spots here. All right, so if I look at things, there's quite a lot of water out here. This dam here is overflow from that dam. You've got a bit of an overflow runoff there, and then it runs off into that spot over there. Oh, there's plenty of water here to have a crack at. There's another spot in Melton as well. It looks like a dam wall built out of one of the creeks that runs through there. That looks like a good spot to try one day as well. Oh well, we'll come back here another time and we'll keep venturing on, and we won't give up. We'll keep having a go until we catch something. Excellent. Righto, let's go. Righto gang, here ends today's video. I've got my lunch here. I've got this dirty looking stuffed Kransky there, some dim sims and a freezing cold Coke. This looks beautiful, I can't wait to tuck into it. But that's going to do it for today. Now, fishing this morning has been a non-event, but that's fine. That's just the way it is. I did manage to see that platypus and got right up close to it. I saw it about 2 metres away. You could actually see all of it. You see it scratching its head. That was a great sight. I'm glad I had that opportunity. There's only about 5 or 6 weeks left to summer holidays this year. I have got a lot planned, a lot coming up. Next weekend, I've got a really exciting adventure planned. I cannot wait to get into it. And then I've got a double overnighter after that. It's been an awesome day. I've had such a great time. I'm going to go and get back to Melbourne now and get prepared for next weekend. Now, gang, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend out on the rivers. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to regret that stuff, Kransky. It tasted pretty good, though.